Hey guys, welcome to Digital Investment. Today my portfolio took a very big hit, but I still bought the dip of ITC today. It was started to consolidate a bit, so it crashed pretty hard today. It formed a 52-week low today, and then I still bought that day because as started setting off, it started consolidating. So I added more to my spot portfolio. This is the overall. If tomorrow the crash crashes, I will lose my overall return. So I'll be in red again. I even bought some shares of Merckson's Pharma International, Gemnol India as well today. I'm bullish on this stock, but we have to be careful of Merck and Pharma how they do this upcoming Q3. Also, ITC. Like I said, I like to follow quarterly results from TCS onwards. When TCS start producing results, that's when I actually like to start focusing on the quarterly result. Okay, so the coming to the main topic today, why ITC crashed today? There was this news circulating around that it raised its custom duty excise duty acts, not just ITC. Every tobacco industry stock crashed today. If you look at quote free crashed pretty significantly today because it is particularly in the cigarette business, and ITC is actually well more diversified, which I'll talk more about in my LinkedIn. I post just now on LinkedIn. By the way, please follow me on LinkedIn as well. I give more detailed analysis on LinkedIn. First, I took thought like if how the cigarette consumption is, because we all know how tobacco is addictive. There are total smokers of 22, so there's a pretty significant rise. Who tobacco users projection both segments 22% by 2025, exceeding 30% reduction target from 2022. Quick ratio for 20. This is demographic according to who smokes the most. Okay, so the numbers add up very quickly. As we look for more into this society. I don't smoke, nor I drink. I'm completely against those two. As we are more going into this society, we make drinking and smoking very cool. And now even women's smokers have also increased a lot. So that could suggest that demand for cigarette will keep on rising no matter what. Cigarette is positive cash flow. Okay, this what I'm going to share is a bit of a rude and more uh, uh, bit of rude or from my side, but I just wanted to give my thoughts against what I'm about to share. What I'm about to share. Okay, sorry. I just wanted to give my portfolio took a hit again. Started 2026 on a bad note. I have underperformed Nifty for 2 consecutive years now. But one thing is constant. Every year I perform, I learn more about trading and investing. I'm obsessed about the market. That obsession is what keeps me going. Okay, here's my honest take. If the government truly cared about citizens' health, why not just ban cigarettes and tobacco, right? They don't instead. They increase duties and taxes. Yes, prices may push some market low income users to quit, but in reality 35% working professionals, especially in IT and corporate jobs, still smoke to cope up with stress, and this demand isn't going away. Cigarette demand is sticky and addictive. Addictive causes equal predictable cash flow no matter how it gets. Demand largely stays. If health was the main priority, cigarettes would have banned long ago. But banning them would hurt many industries, tobacco company, pharma, hospital. But let's be honest, cancer treatment is a massive revenue generator. Another thing people keeps ignoring. So I'll just give a brief on what is it. If government really cared about this, is it? The tax lady, what we say, is she so obsessed about people, other citizen? Why is she increasing taxes every day? People are struggling to pay off their home loans because majority of their income are gone towards taxes. Why is a tax lady cut? Nirmala Sitaram, bitch, is still increase the duty because she gets a larger portion of the tax revenue, duty, etc. It's not about citizen health. Remove that bollocks of citizen health. She doesn't care about a citizen. All she cares about is filling money in her pocket. That is why I call her the tax cunt, the Nirmala Sitaram bitch. Okay, that is why I called. Uh, if uh, if it was really that expensive, uh, if if they cared about its citizen, why don't they just ban it? If causing banning, causes what? Many industries would get affected. Like I mentioned here, pharma, hospital, cancer treatment is a massive revenue generator for this pharma and hospital. So that is why they didn't ban it. They just increased the patch so that more can go into the government's pocket. That will also I'll mention. Another thing keeps people. ITC is not a cigarette company, not just a cigarette company anymore. ITC has a strong leadership across uh, multiple business. It's a leader in FMCG, food and beverages, uh, paperboard and packaging with a deeply integrated supply chain. This diversification is not accidental. I'm sure ITC management has already thought about regulatory long-term risk, which is exactly why they have been steadily diversifying for years, even though a majority of it contributes to tobacco. Now look at it. ITC has significant market share in these businesses. First is Atta, food and beverages. Atta, it has Ashirwad, chips packet, bingo. I love eating bingo during my cheat days, bingo. And what else their market share in notebook and packaging? Classmates, how obsessed we were during our school days for our classmates. These they have they have very good market share in this. I would say they have very good market share. I think they have majority market share in food and beverages, whereas Hindustan Unilever has a market share in market share in what personal care and health brand. So they are pretty well diversified. This ITC resilience, if pressure comes on tobacco, other segment continues to scale, improves margin and protects overall cash flow. That's the optionally long-term investors would appreciate. I want to be blunt here. People are again ignoring fundamentals. This sell-off in ITC doesn't change the core business. What's likely is that government wants higher tax revenue, wants higher tax revenue, either to fund spending or just to keep the system running. ITC, on the other hand, benefit either way. Increase prices, uh, higher revenue. Cut cost, cut cost, project protect margin. So what I was talking about here is, either way, this, like I said, if they don't care about y'all. The tax bitch doesn't care about y'all. All she wants is to fund her pockets and to give it back to the companies. The way the depth of Adani, the way of debt of uh, Ambani's and other billionaires. She doesn't care about y'all. This is just to increase the tax revenue so that the politicians can buy an expensive machine, or they buy more asset under their name. That's all. This increasing the custom duties. The tax which doesn't care about y'all. And ITC on the other hand, and talking about ITC, it benefits either way. Increased revenue. Increase prices, higher revenue, cut cost, protects margin. This is heavy scrutiny and regulation in the cigarette business. So it's not like company can dilute. There is heavy regulation in the cigarette business. There is heavy regulations in the cigarette businesses as well. So I know they can the corrupted system can just ITC can just pay the money under the table, and they can get away with this scrutiny and everything. That is why I'm comfortable by buying ITC when there's fear. Fundamental change equities are long-term business, long-term game, and boring business with steady cash flow, often with the regretting. I can, if you want, I will also show you another post which I did about I did what I found about fundamentals about ITC. It's not like Godfrey Philip. Godfrey Philip, majority of their revenue comes from cigarette business. They have no that much diversification or whatsoever. But I'm no more adding any more to my ITC position. Unless I start to see a good upside coming soon. Okay, I'm done buying the dip. Although it has started to consolidate a bit, I'm no longer buying the dip. It started consolidating a bit. I'm no longer buying the dip of the market now. It's reached 52 line. Now I'm no more buying the dip. I want to see a good upside coming soon to be like buying more. I bought exactly when it started consolidating. And it also reached a 52-week low. And coming to that, I wanted to share what other profile I have posted about. I'll just open it right now. Show our profile. Whatever. Yeah, this is I posted this account I think on Monday or Tuesday. I'm not sure. ITC is getting a lot of hate in 2025. Most people don't understand why. ITC has 80% market share in cigarettes and almost 75% market share is beverage. This crash is mainly because of his major promoters sold a stake, nothing else. Now ask yourself one question: if promoters sells equity, does it mean consumers stop buying cigarettes, packaged food overnight? Obviously not. ITC's business didn't change just because people sold shares. Does market share doesn't vanish, cash flow doesn't disappear. FMGC is always a strong business, especially with Make in India, rising consumption, population growth. Business like ITC don't need hype; they just print cash flow quietly. So that is what I just want to describe more detail in my this as well. So this LinkedIn post as well. So that is what about ITC. Other the one I forgot to open it. I'll open it for now. First post AI in 26. I think if I can open it here, that video. Yeah. This was about the post which I talked about more. So I just wanted to give a bit narrative on that. I'll keep this video very short though. Okay, so I just wanted to give. So, so that is what I wanted to share, because with a lot of advancements are coming into AI. Now, Gen AI is going to grow rapidly in 2026, agentic AI. But considering this, lot of AI companies are in a bubble right now, and the crash may be imminent soon. So that is what we have to consider with a lot of companies such as Reliance, Adani, a lot of AI companies, TCS, AI consulting companies, TCS, Pro, Infosys, and HCL, also Tata Elxsi, which is also a market leader in AI. Also, we have to consider this year, because the bubble is also imminent, but it is also a lot of advancement. I'm sure 100% will be made in AI. So yeah, so that's it for me today. Today I did a very long video, but I just wanted to give my analysis on uh, AI and ITC and AI. So that's it for me today. Please like the video, subscribe, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video.